Hey, Bill. How's it going?
Not going too good.
Man, I'm sorry to hear that. What happened?
Somebody did Bobby Lupo.
I'm sorry. I don't know who that is.
Have you seen Richie?
Who?
Does anybody remember seeing Richie?
No, I don't think so.
I'm gonna keep coming back here till somebody remembers seeing Richie.
Okay.
What about you, tough guy? You seen Richie?
I'm not a tough guy. I haven't seen him.
Richie?
Oh, no. I haven't seen Richie.
I'm gonna keep coming back here till somebody remembers seeing Richie.
Nobody's seen Richie.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Throwback Theater with Bill and Ray. I'm Bill.
I'm Ray.
Today we are looking at Out for Justice, 1991, starring Steven Seagal and William Forsythe as Gino Felino and Richie Madano, respectively.
So, while watching this movie, I gotta say, I don't think half of the stuff Gino Felino did as a cop was exactly legal.
Of course not. It's a classic 90s action movie of a cop who doesn't play by the rules to avenge for the death of his best friend Bobby Lupo.
That's right. Bobby Lupo was gunned down in front of his family. Once Gino was done going around town beating everybody up, he finds out Bobby Lupo was having an affair with Richie's girlfriend.
Bobby was dirty, wasn't he? Or maybe he just happened to be doing Richie's girlfriend at the same time.
William Forsythe was great as Richie Madano. He was so good, a lot of his scenes were cut by Steven Seagal, who was also one of the producers.
While filming the movie, Steven Seagal told William Forsythe to work on his Brooklyn accent, who William just happens to be a Brooklyn native. So he told Steven, "Trust me, you do."
So let's talk about that iconic scene where he's at the bar looking for Richie. This is when we get the classic line, "Has anybody seen Richie?" He beats up people with a cue ball, shoves a guy in a phone booth, and at one point, he starts fighting Styx. That man is none other than the legendary Dan Inosanto. For those of you who don't know, Dan Inosanto was one of Bruce Lee's students. He actually took over the Jeet Kune Do school over in California.
So we talked about Steven Seagal, William Forsythe, and Dan Inosanto, but there's one more cast member I want to talk about, and that is the beautiful and lovely Gina Gershon. She had a small role as Patty Madano, but I really enjoyed the banter between her character and Gino. The rest of the cast in this movie are kind of interchangeable.
Another great scene is the beginning of the movie. The pimp. Yes, this movie has a pimp. He starts beating up one of his girls. Gino isn't having it, so he confronts him and beats him up pretty badly. The pimp ends up getting thrown into the front of a windshield and then freeze frame of Steven Seagal Out for Justice.
So a scene that I really liked is of the little puppy dog. He gets thrown out of the window, Gino rescues him and names him Coraggio.
Or did he rescue Gino?
Maybe. So at the end of the movie, Gino finds the station wagon guy, beats him up, and Coraggio pees on him. It's a nice little piece in the movie I enjoyed. Steven Seagal acting with the dog, I thought it was funny. Normally at this point, we talk about the best kill in the movie, but I want to do something a little different. I want to talk about the saddest kill in the movie. The poor woman in the car that Richie pulls her head out and executes her by shooting her in the head.
Hey, will you move the goddamn car? What the hell's the matter with you?
He's gonna do it, man.
I'm an asshole?
Yeah.
Huh?
That was so brutal. It really lets the audience know how dangerous Richie is.
And now it's time for our real-time segment.
So, let's keep it real.
Do you remember watching this film back in the 90s?
You know, I really don't. This isn't one of those Steven Seagal action movies that really stick out to me. The only thing I really remember is just anybody seen Richie, man.
That is such an iconic scene. That's why it really sticks out even so many years later. And me and my dad watched this film because it had so much martial arts, and Steven Seagal was one of the best at the time.
Yeah, he definitely was.
So for you at home, why should you watch this movie? It's a classic 90s martial arts action flick starring Steven Seagal in his prime. It has some great action scenes, and that iconic bar scene alone is worth it. If you love action, martial arts, and cheesy dialogue, then check it out.
Does the movie hold up? It is slightly dated, but it doesn't take away from the movie. What makes it slightly dated is just some of the bad jokes.
Stop lying. You ain't got any since 1960. Now, what have you been doing, huh? You been jerking the girth? No, Rich.
So Ray, what would you rate this film?
I'm gonna go with the 6.5. The movie doesn't have a very strong story, but it does have great martial arts in it. Steven Seagal really does put on a performance as Gino, and William Forsythe is amazing in this movie. I really wish we would have gotten more of him, but 6.5.
Okay folks, there you have it. Steven Seagal is out for justice. Go watch the movie and see if there was a hashtag justice for Bobby Lupo. Thank you for watching this episode of Throwback Theater with Bill and Ray. Let us know if you agree with our rating and give us your thoughts on the movie. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and ring that notification bell to be notified of new videos. And we'll see you on the next one.
Later.
Bye.